Hello, welcome to Beadschool. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how to do herringbone stitch. Let's have a look at what I'm going to use. Got some 4-pound fire line, a size 12 needle, size 8 seed beads and a piece of ladder stitch that I've already set up because that's the foundation row for herringbone. And to find out how to do ladder stitch, have a look at this video. There are other ways of setting up ladder stitch. There are other ways of setting up herringbone, but this is one of the easiest ways to learn it. Now, herringbone stitch needs 2 beads per stitch to use. I think of them as columns. So I've actually laddered together 12 beads, which means there's going to be 6 herringbone stitches. Now, the thread is coming out of this end bead, and as I said, you'll use 2 beads per herringbone stitch, and I'm going to pass the needle down through the adjacent bead, the adjacent one to the end, pull them tightly together and pass up through the next bead. Let's just get the tail thread out of the way. I'll hold it more tightly. I like to lock the working thread round the back there because it gets it out of the way, keeps a nice tension. So I'm coming out of this bead, I'm going to pass down through its partner bead so the 2 beads settle on top, and they have this sort of rick-rack way of settling, which is the lovely formation that you'll see in herringbone stitch. So I'm coming out of the bottom of that bead and I'm going to pass up through the new one to make a new stitch. So pick up 2, pass down through the next bead and up through the next one. I'll just keep on that way until I get to the end, and then I need to do what's called a herringbone turn. And this is the last stitch of the row. There we go. So normally there's the row, and you can see they're already starting to set themselves in a herringbone formation. Now normally if I wanted to do another stitch I would pass the needle up the next bead, but I can't, I haven't got another bead there, and the only other one available is the one before it on the row, on this row below. So I'm going to pass up that bead, pull nice and tightly, and it's not going to help me. I need to come out of this bead to get the new row started. So what I do is I cross over, I come up there, cross over, and I can pass up through the end bead of my new row. The thread won't be seen, it's hardly visible because it tucks away between the rows. And now I'm going to turn around, and I like to hold my beadwork like this. I grip the tail thread into my palm, lock the working thread away, and I've got a nice firm grip on the beadwork between finger and thumb, and I can start my herringbone stitch again. So I pass down through that end next door but one end, and up through its neighbour, and once more down through there and up through the next one. And you can see there they've got that lovely back and forth formation. Once more, 3 more stitches to the end of the row, and I shall just demonstrate that herringbone turn once more for you. Sometimes they don't settle, but just tapping them and they fall into place very quickly and easily. And up again. And down. So once more, the end pair. And this is what I meant about columns. If we take this last stitch here, you can see there's an outer column and an inner column. Okay, so I'm coming out of this bead on the outer column. I'm going to pass to its partner on the inner column, and it doesn't matter if you pass the needle in front of the beadwork or behind the beadwork, it's going to have the same result. And I bring the thread through, and I'm going to bring it across to the outer column and up. Okay, so what happened was I was bringing the needle up through this one, I crossed over and I brought the needle up through the outer one. As long as you come up out of the outer bead, you're ready to start the new row. And there's your herringbone. Alright, that's how to do herringbone stitch. Keep a lookout for more videos. Hope to see you soon.